so it drinks light yet satisfies completely.
Join me tomorrow when my guest will be Sheila E. I'm sorry. From a new movie called Bright Angel, Dermot Mulroney. Am I saying that right? And the greatest, Muhammad Ali, will be here. Yes. Yes. My first guest has tremendous versatility on the basketball court. And it's one of the reasons why the Chicago Bulls are leading the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm leading the Los Angeles Lakers 3-1 in the NBA championship. Take a look at this man in action. Welcome from the Chicago Bulls All-Star forward, Scottie Pippen. Oh, be nice, be nice. We have to take care of him while he's here visiting, because you would treat me good if I was in Chicago, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, definitely. You know, we'd sit you on the court side and give you all your Laker paraphernalia and, you know, let you cheer for the Lakers. But, you know, it'd be a different output in the game, though.
You know, every city doesn't treat visitors well. And this is kind of a sad story. When Juanita Jordan was someplace and she got spit on, right?
Well, it definitely had to be Detroit. I mean, Detroit really hates Chicago.
Yeah.
They've been our neighbors for a lot of years, and it took us a while to beat them. And once we got to that point, we felt like we had earned some respect with them. But, you know, we didn't earn anything. We just beat them, and we had to go on to the next stage. But, I mean, they treated our fans real bad that were there supporting us.
Yeah. Because I talked to Gene Sisco last night, and he's from Chicago, and he was at the game. Jesse Jackson was there, too. And you all were just walking around with your little Bulls hat on. One guy had on horns, and you all seemed pretty at home. Does it help you to have so many Bull fans at the Forum?
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, the fans in Chicago are great, and you can see by the people here out in L.A. that they really support us. I mean, they give it all they got to come out and follow us, and I think it helps us a lot because now we feel more at home.
Yeah. Now, when you walk around town, I had a guy at the Forum in a Bulls hat say, "Arsenio, you and your Lakers suck!" You know, and he pointed in my face and everything. How have we been? Yes, it's deep. People get real serious about it. How have people here been treating you when you go to the mall or to, you know, wherever you go?
Well, I think the people here treated us great. I mean, I was out in Beverly Hills the other day, and I had a lot of people to come up to me for autograph. And, you know, it kind of shocked me, really, because I felt like that being out around the stars, that people were used to seeing that kind of stuff. But, you know, they treated you real well. And compared to being in a city like Detroit, not to knock on them a lot, but yeah, they're you know, a totally different city compared to a city like L.A.
So was it tough on you as well as Juanita Jordan?
Well, yeah, really. I mean, you know, people, the fans, to look at it as if the next season that they don't want to go to Detroit and cheer for us. They feel like something bad is going to happen. And if you look at it, anything can happen. I mean, if you spit on someone, I mean, you could go as far as punching them in the face because, I mean, that's got to be pretty low.
Yeah, sounds like the Raider fans were on vacation or something, you know? I've been to Chicago once. I've been to Phoenix. I've been around the country to basketball games. Do you think the other cities are louder than Laker fans? Our fans seem kind of quiet.
Well, they are keeping you all the time.
Ah.
You feel like if we can get the game, get control, and get the lead, we can take the fans out of the game. That's what we've learned as a team to be able to win on the road. Chicago fans are loud, and I feel like that they are diehard fans. They're going to cheer whether we're down 20 or up 20. They're going to continue to cheer because they look at the players and know that the players are going to go out and give 110% until the game is over. And that's something that we as players, we don't see that in other cities, as the LA, the Detroit, Milwaukee. Those arenas that are quiet, and it's easy for you to gain a tempo and win a game there.
Yeah. Before we get too far away from Detroit, Dennis Rodman, did you all shake hands and make up?
No, we haven't did anything. Since the game was over, they really, as you could see, they left the floor before the game was over. None of them congratulated us except John Sally. He was professional and a man enough to do that. And, the rest of the guys, they didn't give us any respect, as I said. They felt like that we had just beat them because we lucked out, and we swept them. And, if... as a player, if that had been the Fowls, we would have had brooms out. But we knew we had to meet the Lakers, and, we knew that could have came back and haunted us.
Yeah, so you got to wait till it's all over.
Well, yeah, definitely.
We'll be right back with more Scottie Pippen. When you were growing up, what ball players did you idolize?
Guys like Julius Erving, Magic Johnson.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Larry Birds. I mean, those are guys that had 7, 8 years on me, and growing up in high school and going through college. I always used to love those guys.
Do you remember the first NBA game you ever watched?
Yeah, I watched a lot as a kid. I can't remember exactly the first one, but...
Like when you went to an arena and actually saw one live?
Well, I think that was the first one that I played in. That was definitely my first game, one that I watched personally and was there in the arena. I was able to play in.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. Where were you raised?
In Arkansas, Hamburg, Arkansas, small town, about 3,600, and it was tough growing up as a kid there because you always wanted to get out into the glamour and see all the limelight and everything.
Yeah, what college did you graduate from?
Central Arkansas in Conway. It was like 3 hours from where I lived, and it was tough because I never was asked to come to college on a scholarship. I had to walk on and work for everything, and it's been a tough life.
Is it tough to get to the pros when you go to a small school like that? How did they find you?
Well, it was tough, inside, but outside, people knew about me. But inside, I was thinking that, I wasn't going to be drafted or no scouts were going to be able to find me here. And, now, I look at it that, wherever you are, the scouts are going to find you if you got the talent.
Yeah. They might not find you as well if you're an equipment manager, though.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going into college, I was definitely going to be a manager. And I didn't think that I had the opportunity to be a college basketball player, so I was going to be the manager for the basketball team. And I came out and we would play before the season started, pick up games and recreation, and I began to blossom as a player, and things just was working in my favor. And I continued to play, and one day the coach offered me a scholarship, and I just went on from there.
Yeah, you were pretty skinny, huh?
Yeah, I was a pretty lean guy, I must say. It's about 6'5", weighed about 195, so it was tough. But, after I got that opportunity, I went to work on a lot of things that got me where I am today.
Because I read a quote from your high school coach. When I first put him on a weight program, I heard a scream. Looked into the weight room, and Scottie was pinned under a 45-pound bar with no weight on it. I knew then he had a long way to go. Is that true?
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, about to get on my coach. And my coach, I owed him one, but it was true. I mean, in high school, I didn't want to work for anything. I wanted everything to come easy for me, and I don't think I realized that until I got to college. I was in high school. I'd only really played 1 year, my senior year. My senior year, that was the only year that I ever got a chance to play. My junior year, I was a football manager for the football team, and.
Well, you were the guy that gathered up the athletic supporters and the helmets and stuff. I mean, you was that guy?
Well, yeah, definitely. I was that guy. But, I'm just a big football fan.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a football fan, and all my friends play football, and I wasn't big enough to play.
Yeah.
And truly enough, I wasn't going to go out there and get hurt.
Yeah.
So I felt like the safe thing for me was to be the manager.
Yeah. But I think this is great for kids to hear, man, because don't let nobody tell you can't do, because Scottie Pippen used to walk around and gather towels, and now he's in the NBA Finals, real close to taking it all home.
Well, yeah, definitely.
You're a member of a very talented team, and so is Magic, but yet the press has positioned it as Magic versus Michael. When you hear that, does it bother you a little bit?
Not really. I mean, they're trying to do everything they can to get their ratings up, get all the advertisement they can get, and it seems to be paying off. But, we as players realize that once the game starts, that it's 5 guys on each team, and, those 5 guys are going to have to produce, because if we don't produce, it's not going to be Magic and Michael the next day. It's going to be their supporting cast. And as you look at the paper now, you see that they put Chicago bench is beating LA bench. Byron Scott isn't showing up. I mean, it never was Byron Scott against the Bulls when it started, but if you don't produce, then you get the bad end of the stick.
Yeah. Byron went to Kentucky Fried last night. They wouldn't sell him a bucket there either. Hey, I'm a comedian. Whack, whack. Give me a break. I'm just joking, Byron. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, gosh, I better get out of this interview. I want to congratulate you on whatever happens Wednesday night. You're a class act, and congratulations to Chicago, who, whether they go all the way or whether this is the end, it's a great city. Thank you for coming. Scottie Pippen!